And I'm going to come straight to the point. We will not speak about innovations because so much has already been spoken in far better language and far better thoughts than I ever can express. Let's see, I will focus on my niche area, which is the future trends in the fields of defense applications, a subject which I felt we can do a little bit more justice to it. Today, location and navigation technology is the heart of virtually any system that exists. In any battlefield tactics, identifying yourself, identifying the enemy has been the crux. Earlier on, we had smoke signals. Me, as a youngster, I used to navigate by stars. We used to use the magnetic compass, which failed repeatedly. With technology, we got GPS, which actually transformed the way we look at life, the way we look at warfare, and the way we look at the way society has changed itself. GPS was enhanced even further. Dr. Ray amplified on how augmented GPS, network triangulation systems, the differential GPSs have led to accuracies of unprecedented levels. We all know what all it comprises of. But one thing which has remained a little bit hidden has been the fact that the GPS had got at one time what they call the selective availability function, a system by which the very precise navigational fixes were restricted to the US militarily. The US have apparently done away with that at midnight 2000. But the ability to utilize it exists. Even today, as a military man, when I was commanding my regiment in operations, our greatest fear used to be, what if the GPS is switched off by the US or by any other field? What the Indian Army and what all nations the world over are looking at is independent GPS systems. The GLONASS, the Galileo, the Compass, our own IRNSS system coming up. Gagan and IRNSS has been amplified in detail, but the way to the future is the compatibility of our systems, the hardware and the software, to meet not just the existing GPS requirements, but the systems which will be coming up in the future, especially Gagan and IRNSS. That will be a pointer towards the coming decade or so. Today, the GPS market has got tremendous scope, unexploited, just 2% we're exploiting even now. The defense market has got even more scope. And today, just as we use the GPS from every walk of life, from a suspicious husband tracking his wife to a policeman tracking a criminal. But in the army, we use it to move everywhere. I have been lost as a young officer repeatedly. And now, we talk so much about convoy, about vehicle tracking. The army has the largest fleet of B vehicles in India. They are traveling through uncharted terrain. They have been lost repeatedly. Vehicle tracking system is required by the Indian Armed Forces, but there's a caveat. Most of the vehicle tracking systems are GPRS based. What we require are vehicle tracking systems which will operate in remote areas, perhaps with GPS augmented with some other location finding device. Also, other fields, of course, you all know it, precision munitions are also very, very, very much there. What the Indian Army and the defense services, the security services are looking for is, again, the field of digitized mapping. How can you translate this information into a map in the readable format in which you want it? A field which has got tremendous scope for further growth. The GPS no longer exists as a standalone system. It has to be integrated with a family of subsystems. It has to be integrated first and foremost with the battlefield management system which exists in each tank, each command post, each tactical unit. It has to be integrated with your neighboring units, an identification friend and foe system. It has to be integrated with images received from satellites and by aircraft or by drones flying overhead. Let me tell you how it will work. Assuming all of you are sitting in a main battle tank, you have a computer screen in front of you, thanks to your GPS and an IFF chip embedded in each of these of your neighboring tanks. You know your own location, and what is marked in red are the location of your friendly forces. Simple IFF integration with GPS can provide you that. As you are moving, you're always aware of what your neighboring element is doing. When an enemy comes up, thanks to the GPS and also thanks to the images which perhaps a UAV or a drone will beam onto you, this location will also be made available to you instantly on a map which provides you all the details. And then it enables you to plan your maneuver to destroy the enemy in detail. This kind of integration is what is looking for in the future. And with this, Akarshita, thank you very much. I have come to the end of my talk. The only thing I have to say is that the future is bright, and GPS and navigation technology shows the way ahead. Thank you.